Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve LeanCode problem 74, first bad version. This problem was asked by Facebook in their past interview. So this is an important problem to understand for coding interview perspective. Before we go through the description, I just want to mention that I often create LeetCode solution videos to help people who are preparing for coding and Java interviews. So if you are learning Java or preparing for interviews or learning Java concepts, please subscribe to the channel. It has a lot of good playlists that will help you understanding different concepts such as dynamic programming and Java, Java architecture and Java related help you in the phone interview material is there. So please check it out and subscribe to the channel. So let's go through the description. The code base version is an integer start from 1 to n. One day someone committed a bad version in the code case, so it caused this version, and following versions are all filled in the unit test. Find the first bad version. You can call isBadVersion to help you determine which version is the first bad version, right? The details interface can be found in the code annotation part. So they have given us the interface, this one svn repo, and it has a method called as isBadVersion, right, where we can just pass the number and it will tell us whether it's a bad version or not. So that we will use in our solution. So you can call isBadVersion to help you determine which version is the first bad version, right? So they have given us one example here. Let us just discuss this problem over here with another example. So let's say as they said, the version start with 1 as it is, you can see it here, right? And it will go from 1 onwards, right? So basically we will be like, we have to find out the first bad version, right? And so if so our array starts with 0 index, right? So 0 1 2 like this, 3, then 4, then 5 here, then 6 and 7, right? 6 and 7. So this is our array index and this is the array that is given to us, right? And we have to find out the first bad version in this array. So if the array, if you just go linearly, right, just go from this element onwards one by one, then you will find it here, but it will be order of n solution, right? Order of n. We are visiting all the n elements in the worst case. But if your versions have, like, let's say 1 million elements, then in that case this kind of solution will not work, right? So we have to find out a better solution than order of n solution for this to recognize the first bad version problem. So while creating this array, I just marked the bad versions in a red color, right? As you can see, these are the bad versions actually, as you can see, right? So as they have already told us in the problem, after the first version goes bad, all the subsequent versions will also go bad. For example, since 5 go bad, then all the subsequent versions like 6 7 8, they will also go bad, as you can see it here in the red color. So we have to find out the first bad version, right? And we don't want to find out like using the order of n solution, right, where we are going through each and every element of the array. So we want better solution. So other better solution, whenever we talk about the, so one thing you might have already noticed here in this given array is this is a sorted array, right? As you can see, 1 2 3 4. So this is a sorted array. So we can definitely consider the option of applying binary search in this sorted array, right? Because binary search is log of n, right? The result is log of n time complexity is there, binary search. For example, if you have 8 elements, let's say, right, 8 elements, then log of 8 to the base 2, right? Log of 8 to the base 2 will be 3, right? So now instead of traveling all the 8 elements, we can just tell us the first bad version in 3 steps, right, instead of 8 steps. So you see the difference only for a small array, how much difference it makes. So imagine you have array which is having 1 million elements, then it will be a huge difference and huge improvement, right? So that's why we should use binary search in this case. And we will discuss how we will be using the binary search here now, right? So in binary search we will create one start and one end here, right? That's how the binary search works. So start will point to 0 in the beginning, and end will point to the end in the beginning, right? And always it calculates the middle element. So first middle element it will calculate will be the 3, right? This is the middle element of the array. It will calculate, right? 3 is the middle element, as you can see here. And it checks if it is a bad version, so it will not be a bad version, right? 4 is, as you can see, it is a black color. Bad version starts with red color. So in that case it will the binary search will know that since bad version is not started yet here in the mid, then it has to look for a bad version on the right side, right? Right side array. So this side, it will go this side basically. So in that case the start will now go from 3 from 0 to 4, right? Mid plus 1 we always say. So start will go from to 4 and end will be steady, right? End will be at 7 itself. So end is pointing here now, right? And start will point here, which is the number 4 element. Now again it will calculate the middle of element. Middle of element, it will just calculate like start plus uh, end minus start divided by 2, right? So basically 7 minus 4, right, is 3. 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So end will be like 4 plus 1 is 5, right? So mid it finds at 5 element right here, as you can see it here. So it goes ahead and now it finds the middle element at 5. So I will highlight it here. So 5. So 5 means this is the index 5, right? So this is the index 5. So this is the middle element it finds now. So now when it checks if whether this is a bad version, as you can see it is a red color, right? So 6 is a bad version basically. So it has found a bad version. So now definitely it wanted to check on the left side, right? If the bad version already started on the left side, so it will try to go on the left side now, right? So it will try to go on the left side. So it will go again on this left side. So now start will be again same as previous start, but now end will move to the mid, right? Mid end will move to the mid. So end is now 5, right? And start is 4. So now if you calculate again with the formula, then 5 minus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So it will be mid will be 4 now, right? In this case, as you can see, mid is 4. So now our pointer of the mid pointer will go here at 4 location, right? This is our mid pointer. So now our start value is 4 here, and our end value remains at 5, right? And at the start also it is finding a bad version. So with this case now, after this our binary search terminates, right? Because start is not less than mid now. As you can see, I'll also show you some implementation. We'll again revisit it. But while start is less than end, right? Now start is not less than end actually, right? After this. So in this case, it will not go forward now. So it will just go until this point and then start, because if it tries to calculate now, the mid is 4, right? So after mid becomes 4, then it will try to uh, move the pointer of start to 5, right? So start was 4. So now start will again now go to 5, right? So in that case the start will not be less than end, right? So binary search terminates at this condition. And after that we wanted to check if so we found the start and end. So start it as 4 and end is at 5, right? So it will first check if the start is a bad version, right? If start is bad version, it will just return start. Otherwise we wanted to check end, right? Because whatever comes first we will check. So that's why we have to first check start and then we will check for end, right? If it is a bad version. So that is basically the approach we are going to take. So this is the first bad version problem asked by Facebook. So let's just quickly go through this uh, implementation. So as you can see, if n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1, we will just return the n, right? In that case, otherwise we will create start is equal to 0 and end is equal to n minus 1, because we wanted to take the indexes, right? Because indexes start with 0, so we wanted to take indexes. So end is n minus 1, and while start is less than end, this is the binary search condition, right? Always we will calculate mid is equal to start plus end minus start divided by 2, as I said, right? So if you calculate this formula here, 0 plus say 1 minus 0 divided by 2 is equal to 3, right? So that's how we calculate the mid always. So I just have a printout here. I'll just remove that. I just wanted to capture it for this demo purpose. So after this we will always want to check if we found the bad version at the mid, right? Whatever mid element we are visiting, if we find it at the mid, then it means that we wanted to check it on the left side. So that's what it is saying. We'll search on the left part in this case, right? If we are visiting the middle element and we did not find any bad version, then we have to go on the right side, right? So that's what we are doing here. So start will go to mid plus 1 in that case, and in this case end will move to the mid, right? It's because if we are moving left, this is where we are moving right side, right, of the array. And we will again keep calculating this mid, and we will do this process again, right, as long as our start is not less than end, right? And at the end we first wanted to check the start value here, and if we don't find a bad version at start, then we wanted to check the end value, right, at this one. So this is the approach of binary search. So the same example we are discussing here, n is equal to 8 here, right? N is equal to 8. So that's what we are saying, and first bad version here is 5, right? So as you can see, 5 is the bad version. This one, 5, is the bad version. So we are going to now run this one and make sure this code works. So as you can see, it printed the 5 as the answer, right? So 5 is the answer, so it is getting correct bad version, right? 5 basically. Let's say if we put the bad version as 3, then it should still find the bad version 3, right? We can try that one now. So we will just move the bad version from 5 to 3. So in this case, now bad version will start from 3, like 3 4 5 6 7 8, correct? So let's run this one and make sure it's finding 3. So as you can see, it finds correct bad version now, right? Because now what will happen in this case is, let me just remove this, so I can reuse this example again. So if in this case, if the bad version starts at 3 here, right? 3. So let's just take a color 3, and 4 is also bad version now. Then in this case, it will first find this one, right? Mid will be 3, right? 3 means here. So it will find a bad version, then it will try to go on the left side. So it will move like the start is 0, right? Start is 0, and end will be first 7, right? And mid will be 3. So now we are at 3. Now it will find a bad version, so it will try to go on the left. So 0 is still start, and mid minus 1 it will be, right? Mid minus 1, correct? So end will be mid, basically mid it says, so it is mid means 3. So end will be 3. So 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1, right? So it will go to 1, and it will try to find out a bad version here. So as you can see here, I can just run and show you how it is printing the things, right? So we can see it here. As you can see, first it goes to 0 to 7, mid is 3, then it is going to 0 to 3, mid is 1 now, right? Mid is 1, 0 to 3, mid is 1. So again it is trying to find bad version, so bad version is not there, so it will again try to go to right side now, right? So in this case, the start will be end will be 3, and start will be mid means 1, right? So it is start will be 2 and end will be 3, right? Start will be 2 in this case now. So start will be 2 and end will be 3. So end is this one, 3 element, third means this one is the end. And since we were here, we will move it one step here, right? So we are at 2. So mid will be 2. If you calculate, mid will come as 2, right? Because 2 plus 3 minus 2 divided by 1 means 1 divided by 2 is 0 basically. So 2, it will come as 2, the middle element, and then it will find this 2 means 3 as the bad version, and it will compare 2 and the 3, right? 2 and 3 it will compare at the end. So 2 is first coming, right? So it will return 2 basically as a bad version. So this printed, I just printed to show you how it moves, in which direction it is moving, right? So first it will go 0 to 7, then it will go 0 to 3, then it will go 2 to 3, right? So based on what it finds, the bad version, it will decide which direction to go basically. So that is the binary search, and it is correctly finding the answers. So so this is the way you can implement first bad version problem. This is a Facebook ask problem, and this way, if you look at the time complexity here, the time complexity is order like log n, right? Because we are not now traversing the whole array, we are just using binary search. So it is log n time complexity, and space complexity is order of 1, right? Because there is nothing, no data structures we use. So I'll just write down for you here. So time complexity is log of n, where n is the number of elements in the array, right? N is like 8 or 9, whatever n, this n basically, right? And space complexity is order of 1, because all constants or variables we used here, no special data structures were used. uh, so if you haven't already checked my playlist for LeetCode solutions, please check it out. It has a lot of solved problems that were asked by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and so many others. So please check it out. It has variety of different problems which were solved and explained with examples and code. So it contains examples like dynamic programming, then priority queue optimization, then different data structures like linked list, tree map, hash set, all those are there. So go through it. It will definitely give you a good head start if you are preparing for coding interviews. Also, there are playlists actually which were dedicated to Java phone interviews, where which discusses frequently asked phone interview questions and how to answer those questions. So please go through it. It will be really good. Um, if you like this video and if you find this video helpful, please subscribe it and like it. Your subscription is valuable to us, because that is the way the video can reach to more people like you who are preparing for coding interviews or learning Java or preparing for phone interviews. They can also watch these videos and get helped during their preparation. So please subscribe it, and thanks for watching the video.